What the? A hairy demon. He's operating a machine. The demon seems to be busy. He probably has to toil day and night just to keep the game going. It says online, whatever that means. The chair looks just like the chair the demon is sitting on. I guess it's a replacement chair. That service chair is a pretty rickety piece of woodwork. A small black container. It could be an inkwell. The demon might notice if I were to take his inkwell and exact a terrible revenge. For save games. Sorry, couldn't resist. The waste bin is right under the slot in the machine. Strange. There are a lot of index cards in the filing cabinet. Each card bears a small table and a picture. The cards are sorted alphabetically. Let's see. Rare watering can, volume 5 litres. Used for geraniums, increases potted plant lifespan by 2. Epic folder, offers room for up to 16 forms. Slip resistant suspenders, prevents sock slippage. These index cards seem to contain descriptions of all the items in the game. Now, let's see if we can annoy the demon. Whoa, that... He's not really likely to let me saw that chair while he's sitting on it. Time for another go. Bad idea. I'm not fast enough. And if that beast catches me sawing, he'll have no mercy whatsoever. Time for another go. The demon might notice if I were to take his inkwell and exact a terrible revenge. The chair looks just like the chair the demon is sitting on. The waste bin is empty. He sure bounces around on that chair. No wonder there's a replacement chair within reach. The chair looks just like the chair the demon is sitting on. I guess it's a replacement chair. The server is so busy working that he won't notice a thing. The chair is still standing, but it should tip over pretty easily. I sawed the base of the replacement chair. The chair will collapse as soon as someone sits on it. He sure bounces around on that chair. No wonder there's a replacement chair within reach. Let's see. Ah!
Oh, what's going on now?
The server's gone crazy.
Completely buggy.
Oh, I've just about had enough of this. You pay all that money month after month, the developers make huge profits and still nothing works.
Everything they've got is junk. All a whole load of totally outdated technology.
I've had enough. I'm writing a complaint. If they don't get their technical problems under control, then I'm out of here.
Absolutely, me too.
Excellent. It looks like all I have to do is ensure a second technical problem and the two will finally stop playing. Time for another go. That would have hurt her being made of flesh and blood.
Hey, what's going on? Nothing's working. Has the server crashed? And I'm standing in a restricted parking zone right now. That's it. I can't be bothered anymore. I'm checking this in. They'll suffer the consequences for what they're doing. Right. Well, I'll give them one more chance. But just one. It's not like we couldn't stop if we wanted to. We could, but we don't want to. Too right. Except if they don't get to grips with their problems. Then it's over. Write that to them.
No way! What will it take to finally get those two to stop playing? The demon might notice if I were to take his inkwell and exact a terrible revenge. And that makes 2 complaints in the bin. Those 2 aren't going to take much more of this. I think I've strained the database enough. The safe is locked and there's no way I can crack it either. He seems to have survived the crash well enough. I don't trust all this technology. The way I see it, it's all magic, without the magic. He seems to have survived the crash well enough. This machine is controlled by the hairy demon behind it. Somehow I have to disturb his work. The mage teacher and the merchant aren't going to be much use as long as the game is running. This machine is controlled by the hairy demon behind it. Somehow I have to disturb his work. The mage teacher and the merchant aren't going to be much use as long as the game is running. There's a sack on the cart. Something about the smell tells me it's probably full of rotten grain. Nothing for me there. A very dirty drain. The sewer should be down there somewhere. The moving companies must have earned a fortune when the city was abandoned. They earned some good coin. They're firmly in goblin hands and no one really likes to negotiate with them about prices. Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't it say? It says The Meadows. No idea what that's supposed to be. Here, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not a chance. It won't let itself be caught that easily. And besides, I wouldn't know what to do with the rabbit anyway. I mean, Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't sound particularly healthy to me. The door's locked. The mage teacher is still sitting in the tavern playing that. This must be the last market stall the merchant mentioned. Nothing more is going to be sold here as long as the merchant is still playing that strange game. This must be the last mark, nothing more. Hey, what did you just hide there?
Nothing.
A basket. It belongs to... I saw you eating something, and then you hid it when you saw me. What was it?
You what? I wasn't eating anything.
Oh, yes, you were. It was a long, yellow thing.
And if I was? That's a whole crateful that's been delivered. And I'm taking the rest to the monkey just as soon as I have my next break period.
Monkey.
That's food for the hairy demon in the tavern.
What do you mean, a demon? That's a monkey.
A what?
A monkey. Monkeys love bananas. And me too.
Isn't it dangerous for humans to eat demon food?
What? Bananas are delicious. The monkey goes crazy for them.
Would you let me try a banana?
No, I've already eaten two, and the monkey still needs to have some, sorry. If you would excuse me, I have to, guard the town.
You want to eat more of them, right?
Perhaps.
Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Wilbur. What do you want?
About the food for that hairy demon.
Yes?
Where did you get the demon food?
The roleplay company sends a crate every week by air freight. I receive them and take them to the tavern.
Maybe I can deliver the bananas to the tavern. I'd be happy to help.
No, that comes under my area of responsibility. And you have to get on with becoming a graduate mage.
And it doesn't bother anyone that you take a couple of those things from every delivery.
Well, perhaps it's not officially.
And if I were to tell the Archmage, wouldn't he punish you?
Perhaps. But how are you going to meet the Archmage? You got a mage diploma?
And if I were to tell the Archmage, wouldn't he punish you?
Perhaps. But how are you going to meet the Archmage? You got a mage diploma?
Those two players get really upset about technical difficulties in their role-playing game.
Yes. And?
Could the difficulties be related to the fact that someone is depriving the hairy demon of his food?
Well, no. I can't imagine that.
What if we ask the merchant and the mage teacher what they think about it? After all, they pay a lot of money to ensure that the game works.
Well,
And if it really is due to the lack of fruit, maybe they would like their money back.
All right. Here's a banana. You have to peel the skin off it before you can eat it. Now get out of here.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
Bonus. Give a banana to the monkey. Wait, back into the tavern. Back in the room.
Maybe I can distract him with this. Hey, demon, look what I have here.
What's going on now? Can you do anything?
No, everything's locked up.
I've got lag.
Lag.
I'm not going to get upset about it. Why should I get upset about it?
What?
I started playing this game because it was fun. It isn't anymore. And if it isn't fun, then you should just stop playing it.
Devil!
Bill, are you all right? Bill, you've got to breathe. Come on, let's get some fresh air. We'll pick up where we left off in a few days, okay?
I did it! At last they stopped playing. I'll be able to have a halfway normal conversation with them now. The mage teacher simply must lend me a diploma. How else can I get into the tower?
Dramatic music. Oh, funny.
The game is over. I wonder if he's happy. It wasn't quite enough for a third complaint, but the two of them have stopped playing, and that's the most important thing. The demon might notice if I were to take his inkwell and exact a terrible revenge. The machine is dead. It seems nothing works when the server is out. The merchant doesn't look particularly happy. I hope he helps me just the same. Hello, Mr. Merchant.
What do you want?
I've been asking myself why you look so grumpy.
That's got nothing to do with you, has it?
Not directly, but
Everything's going down the pan. Everything.
well,
My beautiful market stalls have been burnt down, my shop is closed, and it's all thanks to that dirtbag.
you mean the Shadow Army?
Our own leader. Instead of just faffing around, they should have gone straight in and hit them hard. It was all right in the past. I used to sell 500 arrows a day, mana potions by the gallon, power elixirs, invulnerability potions, all the good stuff. But nowadays, no one's buying anymore. All dead. And who cares about my turnover? Nobody, that's who.
Oh, how terrible.
And then there's that damned king of thieves. He'd have the cheese off my sandwich if I didn't look out.
The King of Thieves? Who's that?
A miserable thieving rat. It pinched everything edible off my stall while I was playing WOB. He used to go thieving all over before, but now, since all the traders have gone, he just steals from me.
Somehow I don't find that entirely illogical.
What? It's unfair, that's what it is. But with us honest traders, he's able to do that.
If I were to catch the King of Thieves for you, what would that be worth to you?
You? How would a little squirt like you deal with the king of thieves?
The king is even smaller than I am. Besides, I have experience at hunting rats.
Well, it can't hurt, I suppose. But I don't want him caught. I want to see him dead.
Kill? Oh, I don't know about that.
Here's my offer. You kill the rat and bring me his mask as proof. And as a reward, you can choose 3 items from my fine range of goods. And get a move on! I'm off out of here soon. What can an honest, hard-working trader still do in a place like this? I want my revenge, and then my peace and quiet.
So, I bring you the King of Thieves mask, and in return I can choose 3 things from your stock of goods.
That's the deal. If you don't manage it, I'm going to hire in some mercenaries. I want that rat.
So, I bring you the King of Thieves.
That's the deal.
I'm not allowed into the upper town, but I need to see the Archmage. It's urgent.
Don't tell me the miserable town guard won't let you through. I've been living in this town for 30 years and I've never been up there yet. We're supposed to pay up so that the beautiful people can all live nice and posh up there in the upper town. But will they let us in? No way. Luckily, I'm a non-taxpayer on principle.
I want to buy something from you.
What then?
You don't happen to have any mage diplomas, do you? Or invitations from the Archmage?
In front, next to the free gold.
I don't see anything I want to buy. Maybe later. I have to go. Maybe I'll come by later.
If you have to.
A weather vane in a mage school. I wonder if my parents will be able to accept the fact that I'm different.
I think it'll be a bit hard.
Oh, wow!
Can I help you?
I need to see the Archmage, Master Marcus. It's urgent.
Why are you bothering me with that? The Archmage and I, we aren't necessarily the best of friends.
I can't get into the upper part of the town without a mage diploma.
I understand, and what should I do about it?
I thought, well, maybe you could lend me a diploma. I urgently need to give something to the Archmage. Something important for the good of the world.
Everything that good does is, after all, important, right? But I can't help you. I can't just award degrees to any old Tom, Dick or Harry. The Mage Guild already has me under close scrutiny.
Is there really no other way? I must give the Archmage something important.
I'm not going to take it to him, and Bill the Merchant is not permitted in the upper town. There's the town guard. He could take it up there for you.
I can't. I swore to give it to the Archmage personally.
Then, my little friend, you're going to have to become a mage graduate.
Why don't you like the Archmage? Did he do something to you?
No, it's just that we've known each other for aeons. You could say all our lives, really. And he gets on my nerves.
Why?
His raised index finger. His idealism, he always just sees the good in everything.
What's wrong with believing in good?
Nothing. I used to as well. But when you look at what's happened to this town, what's happening to so many other towns, then you really have to be an idiot not to doubt everything.
I see no reason to.
Then you're just a happy gnome.
Can I do that? Become a certified mage, I mean.
Of course, anyone can be whatever they want if only they desire it enough.
Yes, that's true.
No, it's not.
But I can try, can't I?
Most people have so little magic in them that they can't even cast one itty-bitty spell in their whole life.
I want to try.
Don't be silly.
What else should I do? I'm certainly not going to just sit around here and do nothing. So, can I become a student?
All right, then, Mr. Gnome.
Wilbur Weathervane.
Then, Wilbur Weathervane, if you want to be admitted to this mage school of excellence, you will need 3 things. You need a mage's robe. Not just any old rags, of course, something substantial made of magical fabric. Then you need a wand. That's your most important tool as a mage. Well, besides your mind. And thirdly, a pile of gold.
Gold?
A whole pile of it. If I'm going to be wasting my time, I at least want to get paid for it.
Fine. And how fast can I complete my diploma?
That depends entirely on you. As a pupil of this establishment, you can take your exam at any time. Some manage very quickly. Most never pass at all.
You wouldn't perhaps have an old robe I could wear?
Certainly not. Not in your size anyway, little man. Anyway, it's tradition for the prospective mage to tailor their first robe themselves. Can you sew?
Oh, I was always good at handicrafts.
That's good. You can't imagine how ridiculous lots of these mages look with their self-tailored robes, or without them when a gust of wind blows. Mage robes have to be made out of a special magical fabric. It protects you from many simple spells and curses, but for that it has to be sewn using a magical needle as well.
So I need a magically treated cloth and a needle and thread. That much is clear. And I need a pattern. I mean, it's not like I know a lot about magic robes. What do I need to make myself a mage robe again?
You need a...
Right. Can I buy a magic wand here in the school, or is there somewhere else I can find one?
You can't just buy any old wand. The wand has to fit the mage, you understand? The wand picks the mage, not the other way around. Ask Bill the merchant if he's got a couple of wands. Lots of good mages have died recently. Perhaps you'll get lucky.
I'm a poor gnome. Where am I supposed to get a pile of gold?
If I knew where there were piles of gold just lying around, then I would have helped myself by now, don't you think?
Can't I just work off my debt once you've accepted me as a student?
Ah, a gnome can't earn that much with honest work.
You don't expect me to steal, do you?
There are many gradations between honest work and stealing. Take Whooperman, the showman. He's very rich, and that without ever having worked, and without ever stealing.
How does that work?
He knows people's folly and makes use of it. Ask him.
How can I find him?
His wagon is out there on the meadow. Here, take this.
A postcard.
It shows you the most important points around here. You can use it to quickly get between one place and another.
Whoa! Nice glasses you're wearing.
Oh, these. These are magic glasses. We mages can read invisible secret texts with them.
Something like that really exists.
Of course. Many mages are very distrustful and guard their knowledge like a treasure.
And what are you reading there?
The weekly magical paper, classified section.
Wow! I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
Hang on. Oh, I'd give a lot to be able to read these books, but I'm sure only students are allowed to do that. Maybe it's been written on using magic chalk.
It's blank.
But it could have been written on using magic chalk. Some kind of mini kitchen. There's a lot of weird ingredients that could be used for the pot. What is that? A mirror? I can only see myself in it faintly. I wonder how many humans once trained to become mages here.
3.
Do. Beneath the head there hangs a sign. It reads, "The sheep, a mage's best friend. It protects us, it keeps us warm." Wow.
I like sheep.
A ratty old box containing some strange objects. Most are quite dusty. A lovely crystal ball on a small stand. It looks completely transparent to me. No fog, no burning eyes, and no visions of the future to be found. Master Marcus, can you predict the future with the ball?
You what? That's just silly hocus pocus. You need tea leaves or tarot cards for that.
Then why do you have the ball?
It was a promotional gift.
May I have it?
If you like.
A shorn sheep,
Oh well.
I think.
It's,
Oi, wait! You!
What's going on over there? Wow! A supervillain!
I'll get you if it's the last thing I do. It'll be your turn sooner or later.